Hey guys, it's Samantha. From an iconic kiss with a superhero to getting close with the world's most famous temptress, here are actors who couldn't stand kissing each other.
Number 20. Taylor Lautner and Kristen Stewart. These two stars and Robert Pattinson were the talk of the town when Twilight came out. Nobody knew unless they had read the books who Bella would pick.
Would she go with Edward, the seductive vampire, or Jacob, the warm-blooded werewolf?
Well, most of us know she chose the former, but Stewart didn't even like kissing Taylor Lautner in the few scenes that she had to. Kristen said that the scenes felt very out of character and they were so against everything that Bella's always been. Maybe it was because she was dating Pattinson in real life at the time? Who knows? But Team Jacob was still going strong. Number 19. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire gained a lot of attention for their steamy smooch in Spider-Man. However, the kiss wasn't quite as romantic as it seemed on screen. The weather conditions were making it difficult for everything to go smoothly. Maguire told reporters later on, "There was rain pouring up or down my nose. I couldn't breathe and I was gasping for breath out of the corner of Kirsten's mouth. Poor girl. I was giving her mouth to mouth rather than kissing her. Luckily for the audience, you couldn't tell how awkward it was in the movie, and it became a very iconic moment." Number 18. Woody Allen and Helena Bonham Carter. During the awkward romantic comedy Mighty Aphrodite, the characters Amanda and Lenny, played by Helena Bonham Carter and Woody Allen respectively, had to get up close and personal. To be honest, these two make an odd couple anyway. Woody Allen plays a lot of troubled, nervous people, and Bonham Carter's characters are generally very whimsical and carefree. So, what she said about their smooch might not come as a surprise. Bonham Carter stated, "He tells you up front certain ways of kissing he does not want. No exchange of liquid is permitted. It can be a bit offensive because he makes no effort at all. It's like kissing the Berlin Wall." Number 17. Kate Hudson and Dane Cook. While these two stars were filming the romantic comedy My Best Friend's Girl, they had to get a little too close for comfort. During their kissing scenes, Hudson's breath wasn't smelling too wonderful. Cook stated later on, "I think she purposely ate like a feast of onions before our scene." Others reported that Hudson did this on purpose too. I mean, is there any way it wasn't intentional? Whatever the case, we don't think these two will be filming another romantic flick anytime soon. Number 16. Matt Damon and Angelina Jolie. You'd think anybody would love kissing Angelina Jolie. I mean, she has been voted the most attractive woman in the world on a few separate occasions. However, this just wasn't the case for Matt Damon during the filming of The Good Shepherd. Why? Well, no onion breath for this one. Damon stated to Reveal magazine, "We're old friends, so it was like kissing my sister. Really awkward, and generally awful." But Jolie felt differently. She told Now, "A physical thing is, for some people like me, very easy. You're two adults and you know that it doesn't mean anything. Whatever it was is left there." Number 15. Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon. Although pretty much anybody in 2008 would have wanted to kiss this Hollywood hunk after Twilight released, Reese Witherspoon didn't exactly see the allure in 2011 when she and Pattinson were on the set of Water for Elephants. But her reason makes perfect sense. Robert was suffering from a pretty terrible cold during filming. Witherspoon told In Touch Weekly he was literally snorting and snotting through every second of it, and it was not appealing. I'm talking green, infectious, disgusting. I'm not kidding. Pattinson even told MTV News later on that he had to wipe his nose on his co-star's wig to finish the scene because it was so runny. Can you say gross? Number 14. Tom Cruise and Thandie Newton. Tom Cruise is one of the world's best actors, and you might think that kissing him would be something to check off your bucket list. However, Thandie Newton felt differently during the making of Mission Impossible 2.
Apparently, Cruise's kissing skills don't match his acting abilities. Thandie said it was slightly icky and sort of wet.
She also told The Guardian, "Well, to take away the mystery and magic of what you see in the movie, you're lying there. You've got 30 people around you, prodding all bits of you to make sure that certain things aren't being seen. It's so clinical, you're thinking about whether or not you're squashing him than kissing him." Number 13. Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman. These two stunning celebs had to get up close and personal to film the movie Australia. You might think that stars as attractive as these wouldn't mind a few smooches on set. However, the kissing scenes made them both feel a bit awkward. Jackman stated, "It's never particularly comfortable making out with someone in front of 70 people. That's really not something that turns me on." Well, Hugh, it's hard to disagree with you there. He added, "Nicole and I talked about it separately. We said, okay, we need to really take this seriously. Plus, they were both married to other people in real life. So it's not too surprising that they didn't find much joy in kissing each other."
Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and now back to the video.
Number 12. Nina Dobrev and Ian Somerhalder. These two stars' steamy scenes during the Vampire Diaries television series made it seem like they didn't mind kissing each other. And they didn't at first. Nina and Ian were dating in real life from 2011 to 2013. But after they broke up, they still had to keep snogging on screen. This was obviously a little awkward because who wants to kiss their ex? However, Nina did tell E! News, "I love him and the friendship is still strong. And I think he's great and I care about him. Yes, we're professional and that's fine. We were friends long before we dated, and we still are now. Number 11. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. These Titanic co-stars didn't seem to hate smooching during their time aboard the infamous passenger liner. However, things changed in 2008 when they were filming Revolutionary Road. Winslet's husband, Sam Mendes, was directing the film, so she felt a little awkward kissing DiCaprio. She told Elle, "It was more that neither Sam nor Leo seemed the slightest bit bothered. I was like, is it just me? Who feels a bit weird about this? You know, my friend, my husband, but it was just me. It seems that these movie magic kisses are just another day at the office for most actors." Number 10. Will Smith and Eva Mendes. Eva Mendes is a woman most people would love to kiss. However, things proved a little awkward for her and Smith during the filming of Hitch. Apparently, Mendes was quite nervous about her steamy scene with Will, so she decided to eat some comfort food to calm down. What's her comfort food choice, you ask? A tuna fish sandwich with extra onions and Doritos smashed inside them. According to Eva herself, "I think we can all agree that it's literally the worst combination possible before a kissing scene." She even felt bad about her choice when Smith walked by and asked, "Are you serious?" after seeing the dreaded sandwich.
However, she proceeded to consume an entire box of breath mints, so everything ended well.
Number 9. Allison, Hannigan, and Jason Segel. These stars had to kiss on a few occasions throughout the television series How I Met Your Mother, but this time it wasn't a tuna sandwich that caused the stinky breath. It was Segel's cigarette addiction. Hannigan said it was similar to kissing an ashtray. To try and help him quit the unhealthy habit, she came up with a game of sorts. She later stated, "When we started the pilot for the show, he was like, 'Get me to stop smoking, I'll be your best friend.' So we did this bet where he would owe me $10 every time he had a cigarette. After the first day, he owed me $200. Number 8. Orlando Bloom and Zoe Saldana. Orlando Bloom is someone that pretty much every girl wants to kiss. I mean, come on. He's Legolas, for God's sake. However, although Zoe is quite the looker too, neither one of them were thrilled with the romantic scene in Haven. Bloom said to People, "I hated kissing Zoe. I was like, your boyfriend is standing right there. Most people think kissing beautiful co-stars must be great, but it's always awkward, man." Saldana simply stated that smooching Orlando was gross. Number 7. Kirsten Dunst and Brad Pitt. This one probably won't surprise anybody since Dunst was only 11 years old during the filming of Interview with a Vampire. Pitt was about 30 years old, so when Kirsten had to give him a little peck, it freaked her out. Later on, she said she didn't kiss anyone for 5 years afterward because the whole situation made her uncomfortable. Dunst also stated, "Everyone at the time was like, 'You're so lucky you kissed Brad Pitt,' but I thought it was disgusting. I was a late bloomer." It seems like this star has been involved in several troublesome smooching scenes. Number 6. Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis. You would think that anybody in their right mind would have loved kissing Marilyn Monroe. However, this wasn't the case for Tony Curtis in Some Like It Hot. He was asked how the love scene went, and he stated that smooching her was akin to kissing Hitler, but he said he was only joking because the question was stupid. Despite the so-called joke, Curtis also said, "The kiss was awful. She nearly choked me to death by sticking her tongue into my windpipe." It's safe to say these two weren't fans of each other's kissing style. Number 5. Alec Baldwin and Jennifer Aniston.
Although many people are envious of those who get to kiss this beautiful blonde, it was a different story for Alec Baldwin.
He stated to New York Magazine, "It was painful. I mean, every man who's had to make out with her in TV and movies, I don't know how they do it." Concerning the romantic scenes in 30 Rock, this comment was pretty harsh. However, he might have been fooling around. Baldwin said later on that it was the greatest day of my life. Whenever you do that with someone, it's so fake. They're getting paid to kiss you, and I'm getting paid to kiss her. But she's a doll. Number 4. Emma Watson and Rupert Grint. Since these two stars grew up with each other, it might not be shocking that they didn't enjoy their kissing scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Although fans were definitely waiting for this moment, Grint and Watson were dreading it. Grint stated to People, "I've known Emma since she was literally 9 years old, and we had this very brother-sister relationship. It felt very surreal. I have a memory of her face getting closer, like, oh my god, I can't really remember anything apart from that." Emma noted that she was eager to get it over with, and ended up pouncing on Rupert. Number 3. Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. During their filming of Passengers, Lawrence and Pratt had to get really close for their romantic scenes. Jennifer thought the only way she could get through it was to drink a few too many cocktails. However, she said that getting really drunk made everything worse. Lawrence noted, "It led to more anxiety when I got home because I was like, what have I done? I don't know. He was married, and it was going to be my first time kissing a married man, and guilt is the worst feeling in your stomach."
Lawrence went on to say that although it was her job, she couldn't stop feeling guilty and called her mom for reassurance.
Number 2. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson.
Since 50 Shades of Grey revolves around an extremely passionate couple, it's definitely strange to find out that these two celebrities don't even like each other in real life.
Johnson and Dornan had zero chemistry off set, and even some critics noted that their on-screen portrayal lacked a lot of passion. During their tour for the film, they were very uncomfortable around each other as well. Now you're probably wondering, how did they get through those movies? Number 1. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. Now this one might be even more shocking than Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson in 50 Shades of Grey.
That's right, in The Notebook, one of the most popular romantic films in history, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams couldn't stand each other.
They could hardly take being on set with one another, so you can imagine how much they despised the kissing scenes. At one point, Gosling even demanded that McAdams be taken out of the movie. The director said to VH1, Ryan Gosling says, "Would you take her out of here and bring in another actress to read off camera with me?" I said, "What?" He says, I can't do it with her. I'm just not getting anything from this. It's surprising that they were able to pull it all together and make such an excellent film.
Today's featured comment is from Hybrid America on our What You Didn't Know About Christian Bale video. Thanks for your comment, Hybrid America. Don't forget to leave your thoughts below, and we might feature you in a future video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.